Hi, welcome to Law Dog Corvette. This is a 1988 Fiero Seat. It is going to go into my 1974 Corvette Convertible, but I do not want it to look like this. So we ordered a seat cover from Mr. Mike's, and we're going to put the seat cover on this Fiero Seat. This is going to take me probably about 2 hours, but it's going to take you about 10 minutes to watch. All right, enjoy. All right, first thing we do, we're going to separate the two seats. Now, I've already got my seat rails off, so I don't have to do that. All right, you got 2 bolts right here at the top, and those are 13 millimeter. Alright, once you have those off, then you're going to turn it around and get this T50 hex bolt. Alright, your pieces are separated. We're going to do the bottom first. Alright, first thing you want to do is to get this cover off the bottom, and that is removing all of these hog rings. Alright, so once you have all the hog rings off, then this just slips right off. Okay, that will expose right there this wire, which is, or bar, which is, so this bar had just rusted and kind of bound itself to this sleeve material. That's what was holding it in. Alright, your last set, basically Velcro strap right there. And this seat cover is off. Alright, unique to the 1988 Fiero Seats is this Velcro strap. We are not going to be using it today, so we're going to just go ahead and remove that. And there. You want to expose this bar, and there's a bar back here that we're also going to expose. You just need to cut away some of the fabric or some of the foam so you can see those bars, because you're going to need those for the new listing rings. Alright, so we have that bar exposed. You can't see it very well, but right in there is another bar here and here. Alright, the next step is to double up this padding. I don't know if you can see it. See how this is a lot higher than this? Well, this is the driver's seat facing the steering wheel this way. So when you got out of the car, you would push down here over and over, and it makes this one go down, and we're going to try to build that back up. And we're also going to put pads here, here, and here. So that's next. When you order the Mr. Mike's kit, you're going to get everything you need to include conveniently labeled pieces of foam that go 1, 2, 3. He's also going to give you a can of spray adhesive. Most importantly, he's going to give you Hog Ring pliers, and you cannot do this job without it. He's also going to give you all sorts of detailed instructions and a DVD, but you can also find it on YouTube. And he's going to give you plenty of this cotton batting to make sure that your seats look good. So the next step is we're going to glue these down. Two. And 3. Make sure you leave your space here and here so you can get to those listing rods. When I'm going to take a break, I am going to clean these rods up because that is pretty much the next step. Alright, so now these are glued down, and we took these bars, put them on the wire wheel, oiled them up, and they should be just fine. Alright, so the reason why we cut in here and here is because that's where these bars are going to hog ring to. So we're going to do the back ones first. So just want to kind of reach down there and make sure you can feel the bar. There it is. And you want to stuff that down. Try to get it centered. And then it's time to get your hog rings out. Back one's on. Alright, now let's do the middle one. Alright, the middle one's in. Alright, now it's time for these bars. There is a bin in the bar, and the bin must be there. Alright, you gotta feed the bar through this. There's a little channel. And you don't want to rip that channel material. You just want to easily feed that bar through there. There we go. And once you get the bar all the way back back in here is a little hole that the back of that bar will fit into, and it needs to go into that hole. There it is. Once you have that in there, then you're going to hog ring the front down. All right, that one's down. All right, so I've got the hog rings in the center and the back and on the sides. And now it's time for this batting. And so we're gonna build this up because it has been worn away. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this batting to build that bollard up. You just don't want to put it on this side, you just want to build this up here. And the other side we're not going to build up as much, but this side really needs it. Okay, so we're going to take this seam here and make sure it's tight over here. And we're going to just roll it over. That looks real good. All right, now I can tell I need more right there, so I'm going to come off of that and I'm going to put some more right where I need it. On these back, you're just going to roll these over. I can see I'm going to need some more in there. That looks pretty good. All right, now the next part is going to be hog ringing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. And you want to start with the back. Whew, that was hard. That's the front. The rear is just going to attach to these welts of the front. Alright, that is the bottom of the seat. And again, you just want to kind of play with this, smooth it out, and these wrinkles will come out once it kind of starts learning its shape. But there it is. Now this was an 88. This zipper. I told you this seat has been in water. I could tell. This zipper is trash. So we're not even gonna. The passenger seat, I was able to alright, got our first hog rings right here. And another one back here. And the first thing you'll see are some more of these. Some more hog rings attaching. Those are not as rusty as the bottom ones. There we go. Looky there. And some hog rings. My other seat did not have this batting up here, which is interesting. And she's off. All right. Now, for some reason, this seat baller is what damaged much more than this one. And it's damaged so much that this piece of metal right here is coming through, and I'm going to need to build that up. And there it is. some adhesive on that. And I will actually use this. It was here before, so I'm going to use it. There we go. And so I need to build that up. We're going to let that set for tomorrow morning, and then we will continue this install by putting the top on this one. All right, before we go any further, I have to take the seat out in the garage because I need to cut a slit, a hole right here. The 1974 Corvette, parked right over there, did not come standard with shoulder belts. However, I thought I may in the future install shoulder belts. So Mr. Mike's put pass-through shoulder belts right here in the seat cover. But of course the seat does not have pass-through shoulder belts. So we are going to put a slit right there. We're going to cut away some of the foam. We're going to use a Dremel to cut into the sheet metal. So that's what we're doing right now. All right, you can see here that this little piece right here was there, and with a Dremel tool you're able to cut into the seat back. So all right, we're back in the house. We have put our pass-through hole right here just in case. Put our pass-through hole right here just in case we ever want to put a shoulder belt on this seat. We can. All right. Next thing is grab the seat cover. Of course, this is our seat cover from Mr. Mike's. And Mr. Mike has all sorts of customization. You can do anything you want as far as colors. We just did a straight black. We did some blue stitching here because our Vette is going to be a blue. And we put the word Stingray right in the middle there. So the first thing you want to do is turn this thing inside out. Alright, with the headrest inside out, one of the tips is you want to spend extra time on this headrest. It is the most prominent feature of these seats. It's the first thing you're going to see is the headrest. So spend some extra time here as you put this in. You can see that there's seams right here where the old headrest seam was, and you're going to try to use those channels because it's going to make this headrest lay flat. Now, remember last night we saw this extra bit of padding that was in this seat already. Makes me think that this seat already had been recovered. But you also want to put a little extra padding up here on the shoulders. This will just give the shoulders a little extra. And of course, this bollard was kind of worn, and we built that one up as well. Alright, so once the seat is inside out, then you're going to want to take just the headrest and kind of push it back in on itself. So it kind of looks like that. Alright, and then I find it's a little easier to put this on the ground. Make sure you got the front to the front. You're just going to slip that headrest over and kind of pull it down. So it looks like that. All right, now it's time for hog rings. Remember, we have this metal bar right here, and it needs to go on that metal bar right there. I want to get these. All right, now the top ones, you're going to now roll it down to this section, because you have to do hog rings right here as well. Second hog ring location. This hog ring is way down there, so you really got to push on it. Now it's time to move this seat all the way down. Now it's time for these bars. Up here, you'll see the sleeve is right up here. You just want to push this bar through the sleeve, and then there's a little hook about right here that you're going to want to hook this end into, and it holds this seam down. Just reach up underneath there. Find that hook, get your bar underneath the hook. There we go. There it is. And then hog ring the bar down at the bottom. Good. And again, you can form these up a little bit. I think I'm going to, while I have this open, just stuff a little bit more right there. And maybe stuff a little bit right there. Looks good. Alright. Now, the old one had a zipper. If we don't have a zipper, we're just going to hog ring these closed on itself. And maybe about 5 hog rings here. So start in the center and work towards the ends. Both ways. This is not hard. Alright, and then the pivot pin is in the back. Alright. That is the finished product. The only thing left to do is put the seat rails on the bottom.